We'll give you a little current status update on the boatwork shed. The had a corner with a bunch of stuff just piled in it, stacked up, so we went and got another set of this wire shelves like we have in each one of the corners now. We had 3 corners with shelving, but this shelving, which we got from Lowe's, but they sell it just about anywhere, 3 feet wide and 16 inches deep. It goes up to 6 feet, but you can set the shelves at whatever height you want to set them at. So in this corner, we've got a little furniture dolly with our vacuum and our dust separator attached to it, so we can roll that around anywhere in the shop. And then we've got some plans and patterns. A few of the things over here. Our shop is kind of laid out from start to finish on a project. You got your planning and patterning in down here, and then you roll on over to where you got your saws and drills, and things to cut things apart and things to put things back together. And you'll notice a theme throughout the shop of everything's pretty much on wheels, so we can move around to where we need it and get different size boats projects in and out of here. Got a chop saw table. Also for the saws, the big saws especially, we roll them outside and make all the sawdust outside. Table with the drill press, planer, tiny little band saw, and then down in the corner is a little DeWalt table saw with a nice roll around stand. And into the corner down here is for the paint and varnish corner. This is a 12 by 20 shed. We added this French door on this end and had the doors swing outwards so we can roll things out onto a deck. We also like to build decks where we can roll things in and out, same level as the flooring inside the shed. This corner over here got fasteners and hardware to get a boat rigged after we're done with it. A few various tools and some of our corded tools that we don't use that much are set over here. And this wall we try to keep pretty clear. We store, see, some of our decorations there. But we can put we've got a cradle that goes on top of this little roll around dolly that's outside, that we can make a 14-foot long workbench on this side if we want to, or set up a strong back to build a small little boat on top of it. And this corner we worked on today, all this paraphernalia that's on shelves now was all just kind of stacked on one on top of the other. So of course you'd want the box that was at the very bottom when you needed to get to something. But we've got some of the things for when we go to pick up a boat. So bunch of straps and gear we need if we're on the road. In case we have some kind of breakdown, we can self-repair. We got a little box full of line, some cordless shop vacs, and a little battery station, and then plenty of room. But once again, like I said earlier, the great thing about this shelving is you can, just little plastic clips under here, you can move it up and down to whatever height the shelving you need. And if you need to, you can hide a shelf in there, just stack one shelf right on top of another in case you need to change it out later. You don't have to undo the entire thing. And then up here is Skipper's ideas. Put a little tool shelf right above your work area with the tools that we're most often grabbing. Got our carpenter square, got our lines and levels, little hammer. You can see the things up there, some paint wipes, some old towels, a little dispenser for some shop cloths. And this is where we pile all the projects that we started and haven't completed yet. Let's see which one we got. Oh, the little ship's wheel. I don't know, we started on that about 7-8 months ago. Had an old paddle that was all chewed up on sides and ends, so we cut it down. Gonna make a little short little kid-size paddle. And the other thing you mentioned in most of our videos, up on this first corner before we get going on something, we're making duster fumes. Keep your gloves, your nitrile gloves and your work gloves and mask. And over here's a nice set of shop goggles, so you can wear your eyeglasses underneath if you need to, or you can buy some of these, which are nice if you've got, these have a little 1 1/4 lens on the bottom there, so we can see up close on tiny things. So we'll spin you back around. Let's see what else we got going on. Not a whole lot. These little fold-up work tables come in great because you set them up when you need them and break them down. They don't take up much space when they're not needed. So it's just a quick tour on the shop. It did originally have a loft on both ends. We took one of the lofts out and then found this loft up here was kind of just, we store some full-size patterns up there and a good place to put some batteries. So we're gonna go grab a little 10-foot dinghy we're working on. It's on the cradle, so it takes all of about 10 seconds to roll it in and out of the shop. And then we'll get closed up and we'll come back out here and work on probably start 2 or 3 more projects, and so we can have 10 or 12 of them going all at once. Hope y'all are doing great. That about does it.